说到日本的品牌大厂，即使近年来因为财务或者是内控的问题，市场的地位被大幅的瓜分。不过，其实从各大科技展，或是像是先前鸿海投资夏普的案例来看，都能够发现日本在高技术领域还是占有一席之地。而从手机、家电，甚至是影音娱乐都有系列产品线的日本大厂 Sony 前社长出井伸之，他怎么看待产业的兴衰呢？带您看今天的关键对话。
关键时刻掌握关键对话。大家好，我是思翰。随着科技的浪潮是一波接一波，有许多的厂商呢，他们都是想要持续的站在这个浪潮上头，但是却不如愿。举例来说，像是许多日系的老品牌，他们呢在以前是呼风唤雨哦，但是近来却碰到了许多挑战，包括像是来自中国以及韩国的厂商的竞争，以及呢他们在内部公司治理甚至是财务表现上头都有一些问题。究竟这个问题到底出在哪里哦？我们今天很荣幸就为您邀请到了索尼的前社长出井伸之先生，要来谈谈他的看法。Hello, Idai-san. Would you like to say hello to our audience?
Hello, viewer in Taiwan. I'm Idai. I'm former CEO of Sony Corporation.
You used to lead Sony for like more than 10 years, and Sony is a really huge Japanese company. And also now you are the independent director of Lenovo from China, so you must know both so well. And recently there are some problems for the really old Japanese brand. They are facing some problem like the financial issue or maybe like the internal management. So what do you think the problem really are?
It's of course the difficulty of Japan. Probably one is a management issue. The other one is that they cannot change adapt for the new society, which is after internet society. So I became head of Sony in 1995. This is a year, a memorable year for the introduction of the internet to the consumer. So I told Sony people that the internet is a meteorite hit us. So unless we change, like a dinosaurs, we're going to die. But you know, big corporation has a very much pride in the past. So Japan, we cannot forget the success story of 1980s, which is society told that Japan is number one. So this is the 21st century, the country of Japan, but the internet changed everything.
So the mindset is really important, right? They have to change with the times.
Oh yes, that's right. I mean, in Taiwan now also, I believe, manufacturing industry is declining, and also service industry is increasing. So this is a world phenomenon. Famous brand, Toyota, Honda, Sony, Panasonic, this is a brand of the 20th centuries. So we have to rebuild the brand. That is the reason, you know, such autonomous driving the car is probably for the change for the future. So Toyota and Nissan also try to regenerate, recreate the brand image. Sony is facing the same challenge.
As we talk about the old Japanese brand, last year there's a really huge news that shocked all the industry in Taiwan. Is the Foxconn from Taiwan that invests the shop from Japan. You used to say it's quite hard to imagine that Terry spent a lot of money to buy shop or to invest shop. So it's a really good deal for shop, I think. So do you still think the same because it's almost a year, or do you think you change your mind?
It's a surprisingly good news. I think the collaboration between Taiwan and Japan, and especially Terigo company known as a EMS, Engineering Manufacturing Service Company, which is they work together with Sony, for example, and also Apple. So they are specialized for the manufacturing product without any having hardware brand.
So you think it's a really good thing for both sides, right?
Yes, of course, it's a good news. And this morning I heard that Foxconn decided to invest in the United States. Well, that's also surprising news. So I feel that Foxconn is also very eager to adapting themselves to the new paradigm change. Terigo is my good friend. I know him very well. So I think this is a big challenge for them.
Do you think that he should adopt the Japanese style, or he should just keep his way to do his thing?
Well, I think the same thing is Donald Trump. So I think he is Terry is a really, decisive person. So I really accept. I'm waiting. Such kind of drastic change needed. Also Sharp. Sharp committed too much on the investment for the big screen. So now big screen getting very popular. So I think the world is now high definition to 4K, and also in the future for the 8K. So I think this is a good opportunity. So I'm waiting good news.
So how did you evaluate Terry's strategy now?
One thing I'm much worrying about, company getting bigger and bigger. So it's like a human body. If I don't know how many kilograms you have, maybe 50 something, but if you come to 75, 80 kilograms, so it's very heavyweight to change the direction. So I only hope that you'll find a new business model.
So you mean be careful not growing too fast, right?
That's right. The corporation has a kind of two different type of the objective. One is a continuation of today, and second is a create for the future value of the corporation. So many people working for the company stick on today or past, but I don't know his investment will create for the new value or continuation of today. So if only continuation of today, it's difficult to sustain. But I think he's bidding for the future.
We move to the next part. That many people say that you are not a really traditional Japanese entrepreneur because maybe it's because you always has challenged everything and you have a lot of innovation in your mind.
The Sony is born after the World War II, which is kind of a new baby. So still, spirit of venture spirit is remain in Sony. And I also worked in Europe more than 10 years for Sony Corporation. So I have no borders. Japanese are very conservative and very, how do you say? Well, many people in Japan said, Mr. Ide come from somewhere in the outside of the world. So this is my identity.
What's your next step in the near future or maybe your next 10 years?
No, world is changing fast in double speed. So past 10 years is coming 5 years. So 5 years is 2.5 years. So I have a full of dream about the future, transformation of Japan.
So can you give us an example, how we are going to do that?
But even today, I have met so many, Taiwanese, the old friend and new friend. So this is the kind of opportunity to make some kind of the drastic, sudden change of the business model for the future. I think Japan and Taiwan has a lot of similarity and also complementary. So I think this is a kind of time to make Japan and Taiwan collaborate each other.
So can you give some advice for the new and small company, for young people that are creating some new business? Can you give them some advice about this?
Open mind, open heart, and hardworking.
Hardworking is really important, right?
Yeah, and also team building.
Thank you, Idai san. 或许就像出井生他所说的，其实有许多来自20世纪初期的品牌，现在都面临一个要 rebranding 的挑战。而郭董呢，他所投资的夏普其实也是正面临这样子的问题，要来重塑它的品牌力。而在这之中呢，除了创新力之外呢，或许这真的只有努力再努力，才有可能在竞争激烈的科技业中继续存活下来。